Hi sir, till now we have discussed our chapter chord equation in which we have discussed about the solution of a chord equation. We have seen that how can we solve our chord equation by method of factorization. Then yesterday in class we have discussed about again we can factorize by using completing square method. Now today we are going to be use our quadratic formula. It's given by Dr. Sridharacharya and the year of 1025. And then in today's class we are going to discuss again what is our quadratic equation. It's a what we discussed yesterday, the completing square method. It's a part of our completing square method. By the method of completing square, our last step, whatever our last step, it gives the our quadratic equation formula. Then look, today we are going to derive first of all we are going to derive our quadratic formula. Then after that we are going to do some questions on based on our quadratic formula. Then let's start. Look, we know that our standard form equation is given by x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is our standard form of quadratic equation. We start with here. In second step, what we do? We are going to do x square plus bx is equal to minus c. In second step, we are going to shift our constant term to our right hand side. Then next step, we are going to divide each term by a. Then first step we have shifted our constant term to the right hand side. Then in second step we are dividing our each term by the coefficient of x square, means that is by a. Then we are going to add b upon 2a whole square to our both sides. In next step we are adding a constant value b upon 2a whole square to our both sides. And there is no change in our question. Now look, what is this? Is a part of a, and the whole look, we take this x as a n and this whole as a n. Then it's a n square plus n square, and this question is 2n into n. When we are going to solve this 2, this is this, we get b by x. When it's a complete square of n plus n whole square. And our left hand side is what? It's a x plus b upon a, b upon 2a whole square. Now we are going to solve our right hand side. It's what is LCM? We get here 4a square. Then it's a 4a square. When we are going to solve this, then it's a multiply with 4ac. Then minus, but it's 4a, then minus 4ac, and here we have plus b square. Now look, also after rearranging we can write it x plus b upon 2a whole square, and we rearrange this b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now we are going to take in the square root of both sides. Then what we have? Here we have plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, sorry, it's a 4a square. After taking square root, it's a 2a. Now overall, what do we have? X is equal to minus b upon 2a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now look, when we are going to take a positive sign, when we take positive sign, then our x is given by minus b plus minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. When we go with negative sign, then our second root is given by minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is our quadratic formula. It gives our first root, this gives our first root, and this is gives our second root. Look, what we have discussed today, we have discussed our quadratic formula. This is called our quadratic formula. From here we get it's our first root, and then when we use negative sign, then we get our second root. Then again I am going to revise how can we derive a quadratic formula. We start with our quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. In second step we are going to shift our constant term c to the right hand side. Then we have in second step we have ax square plus bx minus c. Then in next step we are going to be divide our each term by the coefficient of x square. Then we have our next term step is our equation is given by x square plus b by ax equal to minus c by a. Then in third step we are going to add the constant value b upon 2a whole square to our both sides, left hand side as well as the right hand side. Then in our left hand side it's a complete square. It's a whole square of x plus b upon 2a. Solving our right hand side we get minus 4ac plus b square upon 4a square. Then we are going to take in the square root of both sides. Then we get x plus b upon 2a equal to plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Then this gives our quadratic formula x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac whole upon 2a. Then we using to get first roots we use positive sign. To get second root we use negative sign. That's this is our formula. The method is known as quadratic equation formula, and this is our quadratic equation. Now look, we are going to start with to solve some questions which are based on our quadratic equation. Then we are going to do one by one. Then let's take our some questions which we are going to be used with by the method of quadratic equation. Solve the equation x square minus 9x plus 18 equal to 0. We are going to solve question of x square minus 9x plus 18 equal to 0 by quadratic formula. We are going to solve this one of our first basic question. Solve the equations by using the quadratic formula. We are going to solve it by using quadratic formula. And before we are applying quadratic formula, our first step is what? We are going to compare with the standard form a square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. The value of a is what? We are going to compare with the standard form. The value of a is 1, the value of b is minus 9, and the value of c is 18. A is 1, B is minus 9, and C is 18. Now, what is your quadratic formula? Sorry, x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Then minus, what is your b? B is what? Minus 9, minus plus 9 plus minus b square means it's a minus 9 whole square. What do we get? 81 minus 4ac, 4 into 1 4, and c, 18 4 is 72 upon 2a. A is 1, 2 1 is 2. Then now what we have? We have x is equal to 9 plus minus, what will this get this? 18 1 minus 7, we get 9 square root 9 of 9 is 3 upon 2. Now we are going to find out first x1. How can we get x1? 9 plus 3 by 2, or write down its alpha as we take alpha is equal to 9 plus 3 by 2. Then 12 by 2 is 6. How can we get our second root beta? Take a negative sign. 9 minus 3 by 2, 6 by 2, we get 3. Means the root of our equation is what? 6 and 3. These are the required root of our quadratic equation, which we find by using which formula? By using which formula? Quadratic. By using quadratic equation. we are solving this by using quadratic equation, quadratic formula. We have solved this question by using quadratic formula. By using quadratic formula, we solve. It's our quadratic equation. This is what our quadratic formula. Then I look how we done it. First of all, we are going to compare with our quadratic equation with a standard form ax square plus bx plus c. On comparing with standard form, we are going to find out the values of a, b, and c. After getting the values of a and b and c, we are going to write down our quadratic formula. X is given by minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Then what? After using this formula, we are going to put all the values of a, b, c. Putting the value of b is what? Minus 9. At the place of b square, we get 81, and 4ac, the value of 4ac square root, we get 3. Then we have x is equal to 9 plus minus 3 by 2. We take positive sign. Then our first roots alpha is given by 9 plus 3 by 2, 6. Beta is given by 9 minus 3 by 2. 6 by 2 is 3. This is our required solution of quadratic equation by the method of quadratic formula. Let's take another. We are going to take another example. Using the quadratic equation, find the roots of the equation x minus 1 by x equal to 3 by, we have to solve it by our quadratic formula. We are given equation x minus 1 by x equal to 3. We have to find out its solution by using which formula? By using quadratic formula. Then we are going to find out. First of all, we have to form our we have to be making the standard form. Then we have x square minus 1 is equal to 3x. Then in standard form, it's x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. First of all, we are reduce our equation in our standard form. Then what we have? After putting standard form, we are going to compare with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. On comparing our equation with standard form, the value of a is what here? We have 1. The value of b is what? Yes, minus 3. The value of c is what? Minus 1. After getting the values of a, b and c, we are going to use our quadratic formula. What is it's given by? X is given by minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now we are going to put the values here. B, what is our b? B is minus 3. Then we have plus 3 plus minus b square. B is minus 3. Minus 3 whole square is what? 9. Then minus 4ac. 4ac. A into c, it's a minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 4, we get plus 4 upon 2a. A is 1, 2, 1, 2. Then again x is given by 3 plus minus under root 13 upon 2. And what is our first root? X1 is what? 3 plus under root 13 by 2. And our second root x2 is what? 3 minus under root 13 by 2. This is our required solution of the given equation x minus 1 by x equal to 3 by using the quadratic formula. First of all, we have our equation is given as in the general form x minus 1x by 3. We are going to transform it, reduce in the standard form. We get x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. On comparing with our standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we are getting the values of a is 1, b is minus 3, c is minus 1. Then we are going to use our quadratic formula. Our roots is given by x is given by minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Then putting the values of a, b, c, and after solving, we get our required root as first root is given by 3 plus under root 13 by 2 and second root is given by 3 minus under root 13 by 2. This is our required solution of the given question. We are going to take next problem to we are going to solve our next problem. Solve the equation 4x square plus 4 root x plus 3. We have to solve the quadratic equation 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. Now we have to solve again. Look, we have today we have read about quadratic formula. Then again we are going to solve it by using quadratic formula. Then how? First of all, we are going to compare with our standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. On compare with standard form, what do we get? We get the value of a is 4, the value of b is 4 root 3 and the value of c is 3. Now on comparing with the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, we get the values of a, b and c are 4, 4 root 3 and 3 respectively. Now we get the values. Then what is our quadratic formula? We given by minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is our quadratic formula. Now putting the values, what is b? We have the value of b is 4 root 3, then minus 4 root 3 plus minus under root b square. B square means we have to find out the square of 4 root 3. 4 square is 16, root 3 square is 3. Then we get 48. 48 minus 4ac. 4 into a. 4 4s are 16 into c. 3. 16 into 3. 48. It's a 48. Divided by 2a. A is what? 4. 4 2s are 8. Now look what we get. Minus 4 root 3 plus minus, what we get here? We get here 0. Then write on minus 4 plus 3 minus 0 upon 8. Then what is our roots? Our x is given by, it's only because it's our this part is, discriminant part is our 0 there, and we have just only minus 4 by 3 upon 8. Mean our x1 and x2 both are given by minus root 3 by 2. The both roots are equal because our this section of our root square root section is 0 here. Then we have a, it's a case of what? It's a case of repeated roots. Our both roots are same. x1 x2 are same. Minus root 3 by minus under root 3 by 2. Here our roots are same. It's a case of repeated roots. Look again how we are going to solve by using quadratic formula. We have equation is given by 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. We, first of all we are going to find out the values of a, b and c are comparing. And after compare with we are going to putting these values in our quadratic formula, or putting the values in quadratic formula. After solving we get it's having equal roots. Our roots is given by minus under root 3 by 2. In our next question is solve the quadratic equation. Solve the quadratic equation x square plus 6x minus 10 equal to 0. Solve the quadratic equation x square plus 6x minus 10 equal to 0 by quadratic formula. And here is solution is given by, we have to find out in 3 cases. When x is a natural number, second when x is a and third when x is our natural number, when x is a rational number, and third when x is a real number. Now look, we have a code equation on the screen on the board. Minus 10 equal to 0. We have to solve it by codic formula, and then we have to find its solution when our x is a natural number, when our x is a rational number, and where our x is a real number. Then first of all we are going to find the solution by codic formula. On comparing plus c, what we have, what the values we have. We have a is equal to what? 1, b is equal to 6, and the value of c is what? Minus 10. What is your codic formula? Minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is your codic formula. Then now x is equal to, what is b? It's a 6, minus 6 plus minus under b square. 6 square 36 minus the value of 4ac. 4 into 4 into c minus 10, minus 40 plus 40 upon 2a. 2 1 2. Minus 6 plus minus, what we get? Under root 76 upon 2. What do you get? 36 plus 40 is what? Under root 76 upon 2. Now, what is the square root of 76? We can write down 76 as a 91, 90, 90, 38, 90, 94, 76. 19 into 4. And the square root of 4 is what? 2. Then on further simplification, what we have? Minus 6 plus minus, it's a 4 into 9, means 2 under root 19 upon 2. Now our x is given by minus 6 plus minus 2 upon under root 19 by 2. Cancel with 2. What we get? We are dividing the both term by 2. Then we have x is given by minus 3 plus minus under root 19. Minus 3 plus minus under root 19. This is our required solution. Means our first root is given by minus 3 plus under root 19, and second root is given by minus 3 minus under root 19. Look, this is our solution of codic equation. But we have gives the solution when first case. We are going to discuss first case. When our x is a natural number, then what is our solution? When our x is a natural number, we look, its solution is what? Minus 3 plus under root 19. Root 19. 19 is our what? It's a prime number. Then it's a under root 19 is what? It's a irrational number, and minus 3 is rational number. But we cannot sure about what is the sum of rational and irrational. We cannot sure about. But first of all, we are going to be talking about natural number. Obviously, this number is not going to be a natural number, because this number is made by a sum of rational and irrational, and sum of rational plus irrational is having irrational or rational. We cannot sure about, but we are sure about that it's not a natural number. Then in first part now, when x is our natural number, means when our x is natural, there is no solution, because no x is natural there. Both are not a natural number. In first part, it's have no solution. Now again, when x is rational number, when x is rational number, again minus c plus under root 19. It's not natural as well as it's not a rational, because we are not sure about the sum of rational is rational or irrational. We are not sure about that. Then when x is rational, again there is no solution. Third case is what? It's we have to find out its x is a real number. Then minus 3 plus root 19, minus 3 minus root 19, both numbers are, when we are going to find out these numbers, obviously these numbers are we are going to get in on our real line, because it's a sum of rational plus irrational, and we get our in a real line rational numbers and as well as irrational number. Then there are some we also get on a real line. Means in the case of when x is a real number, when x is real number, then solution is what is our solution? -3 plus minus under root 19. -3 plus minus under root 19. Look, again I'm going to revise this question because ये थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन में चेंज किया मैं. सोल्यूशन तो पता है बेटा आपको, पर बेसिक्स क्वेश्चन के साथ भी जाना पड़ेगा वहाँ पे. तो सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन था कि एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी एक्स माइनस 10 इक्वल टू 0 को हमें सॉल्व करना था बाय क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्मूला. देन उसकी सोल्यूशन की बात करनी थी थ्री रेस्पेक्टिव केसेस में. व्हेन आवर एक्स इज अ नेचुरल नंबर, व्हेन आवर एक्स रिप्रेजेंट अ रेशनल नंबर, एंड थर्ड व्हेन आवर एक्स बिलोंग्स टू अ रियल नंबर, देन व्हाट इज आवर सोल्यूशन देयर. देन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी आर गोइंग टू बी कंपेयर. हमने कंपेयर किया अपना एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स माइनस 10 को स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन से कंपेयर किया. एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी इक्वल टू 0 से ए बी सी की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट की. ए बी की सी की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करने के बाद क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्मूला हमारे पास क्या है, एक्स इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी प्लस माइनस अंडर रूट बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac अपॉन 2a. यहाँ पे वैल्यूज पुट किया. बी की -6, बी स्क्वायर 6 स्क्वायर 36 माइनस 4ac निकाला. 4 इंटू ए 4 1 सी माइनस 10 माइनस 40. तो अगेन इट्स माइनस माइनस प्लस 40 अपॉन 2a. ए इज 1 2 1 2 36 प्लस 14 वी गेट 76. 76 का स्क्वायर रूट को क्या ले सकते हैं, 2 इंटू अंडर रूट 19 बिकॉज इट्स अ 4 इंटू 19 और 4 का स्क्वायर रूट 2 आया, 2 बाहर हो गया. नाउ आवर एक्स इज गिवन बाय -6 प्लस माइनस 2 रूट 19 बाई 2. इस 2 से 6 को डिवाइड किया, इस 2 से 2 को डिवाइड किया तो किस होल अपॉन 2 था. या आप 2 को कॉमन करके भी कैंसिल कर सकते हैं. तो सपोज टर्म से 2 कॉमन कर लिया तो यहाँ 3 बचा, यहाँ पे 1 बचा. देन फाइनल व्हाट वी हैव एक्स इक्वल टू -3 माइनस अंडर रूट 19. देन हमारा फर्स्ट सोल्यूशन हुआ -3 प्लस रूट 19 और एक सोल्यूशन हुआ -3 माइनस अंडर रूट 19. देन we have to be talking about solution on the its respective terms when first is or when x is a natural number. -3 plus root 19 -3 minus 19. Obviously this number are not a natural number. When x is natural then there is no solution. When x is rational, again the numbers is what, it's a sum of rational plus irrational, but nobody is going to be sure about that. Sum of rationals, it's may be rational, it's may be irrational. We cannot sure about that. It's always be rational there. Then again, it's not a rational number. Both roots are not rational number. Then what is our solution? Again, when our x is a rational number, there is no solution. When x is a real number, obviously the 3 is a real part. Root 19 is our irrational part. -3 is rational part, and sum of rational and irrational. Obviously, we are sure about that. The sum of our rational number and irrational number, where we get? Obviously, because it's our real line. We have a real line minus infinity to infinity. We have positive values 1 2 3 4 and so on, and here we get -1 -2 -3 minus so on there. Obviously here we get some -3. Then we are going to plus under root 19. It's our irrational number, where we get -3 plus root 19. Whenever we are going to find out the values of under root 19, about it's maybe across 4 points something. Then when we are going to -3 plus 4 point something, obviously adding there, then we are going to find out some number between here, between 0 and 1. Then between 0 and 1. And when we are going to find out the -3 minus, then obviously we are going to find out -3 and -2 point something. And this values obviously when we are going to find out this value, suppose we have -6, then it's up -7 point something. Obviously we are going to find out between the -8 to -7 something here. Then look, these two values we are going to find out where? In our real line. When in our third perspective, when x is a real number, then what is our solution? We have both solution, -3 plus minus under root 19. It's under root 19. Then three cases. In first case, when our x is natural number, we have no solution. When our x is rational number, again we have no solution, because the sum of rational plus irrationals we get on real line, but we are not sure about that. So sum is rational or irrational, we are not sure about that. It's a real, it's a rational part or irrational part, but it's a real number, we are sure about that. Then this is our respective solution. Okay, now student, it's enough for today class. Please get through all and revise at your home. If any doubts, then ask me in online classes. Thanks to all.